welcome back to the end of another week. It's pretty late outside. Not sure exactly what time it is, but I would imagine probably around 9 since the sun's setting. It sets around 10 now. Things are going well. Chickens are hanging in there. I have my stuff in the chicken coop because everything runs downhill, which means that as they play and all the stuff up here, it gradually works its way down there. And then their human needs to go through and basically put all the mulch back into the wagon and bring it up the hill again. So that's what I've been doing this week. It's very labor intensive, but it's great for them. I put some light bulbs, some solar powered light bulbs on their tent. Completely not for them because they never turn on early enough for them to enjoy it, but I enjoy it when I come out to put them away. The driveway work we've completely given up on at this point. We have no idea where our contractor is, so we're ready to do it, and we have no idea when it's going to happen. Benji got busted digging in the garden. Hey, he's deaf. Hey. Oh my goodness. What was you digging? Some hole. So there's probably a vole or a mouse or something that's living there. Busted. Speaking of animals in the garden, if you don't like spiders, you should fast forward now. But I found this bad boy the other day, and he is giant. This apparently is a wasp spider. Let's see if I zoom in. I'd love to give you some perspective of how big he is. So I will try to get my finger in the frame without pissing him off. But yeah, he's basically the size of my finger. They are very large. They completely harmless to people, but I'm still not going to touch him or bother him or whatever. He's doing his thing, eating all the bugs in the tomato area, so that's cool. I've been doing a lot of cleanup, harvesting a ton of tomatoes and making sauce. So I have another batch that I need to make sauce from. The onions, I've now got them mostly all in the carport, and I need to start making onion confit because I don't think they're all going to keep since a lot of them bolted. This week is going to be crazy hot again. We're expecting like several days starting, I think, tomorrow or Tuesday of over 100 degrees. So tonight I'm kind of preemptively trying to water everything and make sure that they're ready for tomorrow and hope for the best. I know last time we had a heat wave, I did definitely lose some stuff because I forgot to get everybody watered. I did order myself some more of these like self-watering containers. I have a bunch here with random things that I haven't bothered planting out anywhere yet, but I got myself 4 more so that I can start planting all the things that I want to sow in the garden for the winter. So like my cabbages and yeah, a lot of the brassicas and whatever else, leeks, stuff like that. What else is going on? Not much. What else is happening? Not much. I'm just playing a bunch of catch up. We're getting our second flush of strawberries in the strawberry patch. So I've been harvesting those and eating them. The figs are looking good. We definitely have like some fungal issues going on in the orchard. But I did the winter treatment, but that was it. And ultimately I've been reading up more and pretty much everyone says like, yeah, basically once a week or something, you really have to like spray them with fungicides or whatever to keep them from getting issues. I think I mentioned before that my kiwis are struggling. I did take a look at them today, and the only one that actually died is the Ken's Red down at the way bottom. And I've actually found a replacement for that. So hopefully that'll come in this week and I'll get a new one planted. These are my, like those giant blueberry things. They're not blueberries. I want to say they're loganberries. Well, here they're called Beta May. Anyway, I planted these as my blueberry replacements, and they're still not doing great. Some of this is like fungal, like that's probably fungus. So I don't know. Berries aren't doing well, but like my strawberries, the summer breeze are those really pretty ones, and I planted those like all the way along here, and I'm actually thinking about trying to get more of them and planting strawberries like pretty much all the way along there. The really pretty, here I'll zoom in. These really pretty ornamental strawberries. You can still eat the berries, but those pink flowers are super pretty. And this is gonna, like, this whole area here, I still need to finish the other side. But this is basically, the idea is to make it a flower garden. I was going to say a cut flower garden, but honestly, I don't really cut them. I have cut a few of the dahlias and brought them inside, but I'm not really like making bouquets of flowers or anything like that. However, speaking of flowers, I did redo my saffron crocus along here a couple weeks back, and I planted them along this front ridge with the idea of planting daylilies behind them and then kind of putting in some other flowers. So I have placed my order for the stuff that's going to be going in here. So when that comes in this week, it's supposed to come in this week, I'll get those planted. Yeah, I don't really have any other plans. I do have plans to test out the expandable hose again. I had expandable hoses and they were notorious for like getting holes or breaking or whatever. So I have these, which I love, but one, they're out of stock right now, and two, they're just not long enough to go down this whole stretch of orchard. So right now I have to use this one for the first half of the orchard, and then I have another one on the other side that I use for the other half of the orchard. And I've ordered a very long expandable hose, and I'm thinking that if I plug it in to my thing that I did here last week, I guess, week before, I added this like orange coupler. I figure if I put the expandable hose on that and pretty much have it where it's almost exclusive for this area over here, then I won't be dragging it through like all the brambles and things that were poking holes in it before. So I'm going to try that. It's a cheap hose, and I figure if it goes kaput, then it goes kaput, and I've learned my lesson yet again. But I am going to try it. And then I had already mentioned the irrigation around here. Basically my weakest link in the garden right now is absolutely the irrigation. I thought I was going to get on top of this, this year, and that just didn't happen. I mean, I got all these hoses. So like this bed had hoses, and those beds have hoses, and all of these in-ground beds have hoses. The problem is that one, I have to come out here regularly and turn them on. And then before, I didn't know like how much I was giving them. So I have these meters, which originally I had on here, but I can't fit. Anyway, long story short, the meters are now going on the the beds. So I need to get some more, but no, I don't need to get more. Because the meters will stay with the hose, and then there's this short hose for the two close beds, and then the long hose for the long bed. And I can't plug everything in at once because there's just not enough water pressure. So I turn on two, and that way I can track how much water the beds are getting. And when they get to about 250 liters, I can then swap them to the other beds and water the other beds. But there's still a lot of manual labor involved, and I don't have an automatic shutoff. So like when it hits 250, I have to be out here to monitor it. So I definitely need to improve the irrigation system and not make it rely on me because I am completely unreliable. But that is a project for later. Oh, speaking of projects, so I'm out here, it's dusk, and I'm not being attacked by mosquitoes because I made myself this cool little thing. It's attached to me. And it's definitely not winning any beauty prizes, but it has one of those mosquito coils. So I carry my like smoke on my back. And as it burns, it just releases all the smoke around me, and that keeps the mosquitoes away. And it works amazingly well. So that's how I am able to stay out at this time of day and get all my watering done without getting eaten alive. Yeah. So I think that is it for this week. The sun is actually setting. So if I back up, I will leave you with the sunset over the cornfield, and I hope you had a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.